Hello, welcome to Where Healing Waters Flow. Today I want to share with you from the topic Never Stop Praying. I read a story of a little girl who prayed earnestly. She was diagnosed with a heart condition and was scheduled to undergo surgery. 2 weeks prior to the surgery, the little girl kept praying constantly for God to deliver and heal her. Every time her mother would pass her hospital room, she heard her praying. Her mother was not a believer in Jesus Christ, as the family were Buddhist. They had traveled to America for the surgery, and the little girl, who was 5 years old at the time, overheard another family praying for their sick child in the room adjoining hers. She felt the desire in her heart to pray, as she thought praying to this Jesus they spoke about in their prayer must be a good thing, as the other child sounded very cheerful. Although they were Buddhist, her mother never stopped her from praying to Jesus. A few days before the surgery, the doctors ran a series of tests on the little girl and found that the result did not match with her previous test results. In disbelief, the doctors requested another round of tests and to their amazement discovered that the little girl no longer had a heart condition. Her mother shared with the doctor that her daughter was praying earnestly to a man named Jesus, and the doctor, a Christian, soon realized that it was a case of healing and deliverance. When the doctor explained to the mother what healing and deliverance meant and told her she could take her daughter home, she asked the doctor about Jesus. The doctor used the opportunity to minister to her, and she gave her heart to Jesus that same day. This story is a reminder of the importance of prayer and also a reminder that we should always pray and never give up. In like manner, Jesus shared a parable with his disciples in Luke chapter 18 to remind them to always pray and never lose hope. And he spoke a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint, saying, There was in a city a judge, which feared not God, neither regarded man. And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, Avenge me of mine adversary. And he would not for a while. But afterwards he said within himself, Though I fear not God, nor regard man, yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest her continual coming she weary me. And the Lord said, Hear what the unjust judge saith. And shall not God avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? Many times as believers, we fall into doubt and despair when our prayers appear as though they are not being heard or answered. In the passage above, we read that the widow was persistent in her coming to the unjust judge, so much that he feared the widow would wear him down in her coming. Note that he did not grant her request because he feared God nor had regard for man, but he could not withstand her persistence. Our God is a just God, and our persistence in prayer to him is not to, like the unjust judge, wear him down, but a symbol to him that we stand in faith. James 5 and verse 15 says, And the prayer of faith shall save the sick, and the Lord shall raise him up, and if he have committed sin, they shall be forgiven him. We should not only pray earnestly, as according to 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, 16 to 18, we should rejoice evermore, pray without ceasing, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you. But we also should believe that God hears and will answer our prayers. Therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire when you pray, believe that you receive them, and you shall have them. Mark 11 and verse 24. Do you have a need today? Pray. Have you been praying about an issue and it seems nothing is changing? pray even more. The effective, fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. James 5 and verse 16. Do you feel defeated? Pray. Do you feel discouraged? Pray. When you do not know the answer, pray. When you feel lost and feel you cannot find the way, pray. Pray and trust God and stand in faith, knowing that God has promised that He will answer and deliver you. And call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. Psalms 50 and verse 15. God bless you.